Here's some small peeves of mine regarding indie animation. These are just minor problems that I kind of have a mild annoyance with, but they don't annoy me too much. Also, all indie animation is good in its own way. I mean, these are made by independent creators who are just doing this for fun and not for some kind of profit like, I don't know, most mainstream companies. The story of Murder Drones is too complicated. Now, this is coming from someone who isn't really much of a big into Murder Drones, but I'm not really a fan of how complex the story is. Like, first it starts with Uzi, who's like a rebel teen, and then she discovers, her friend Anne, who's a disassembly drone, and then we learn about like the backstory of the disassembly drones, and then Uzi's mother, and then we learn about Tessa. I don't know, it's kind of complicated to me. Digital Circus is at least a bit more easy to follow. I can at least remember it, but Murder Drones, it was still a good show. Also, Glitch's only show that they completed, and yeah, it is good that it had an ending. Like, the final episode was pretty good, from what I remember. Charlie and Alice through swearing in Has-Been Hotel. So, a lot of people made the dumb argument of it takes place in hell, so these characters can cuss because the characters here are meant to be bad people, even if cussing isn't necessarily a bad person thing, because even a good person can do it. But I don't see it fitting with Charlie and Alistair, considering that Charlie is meant to be more like of a soft and naive character, sort of trustworthy to everyone. She sees the good in everyone, who is also like, it kind of feels uncharacteristic for her to swear. Like, since she's the princess, you think it would be more formal speaking. Also, Alistair is like an old-timey fellow. Like he sounds like he's from like the 1920s or something. But yeah, that swearing wasn't really that common back then, so why would he have swear words in his vocabulary? Like, he could just say stuff like, screw off, or just go mess yourself, or whatever. Yeah, I feel like he shouldn't really swear, neither should Charlie. The rest is fine as long as it's not overkill. My last one is that I feel like most indie animation pilots are a little too long. Like, they're usually 30 minutes, maybe longer. But yeah, 30 minutes does feel a bit much, but it is used to establish the show, obviously. But not all indie animation needs to be this long, because there was this new one called Wastelandia, and it's a 6-minute pilot that still kind of establishes everything about the story. So it kind of shows not every pilot needs to be this long, but obviously if it's a shorter pilot, then the video will be pretty short as well. That's all I have to say today, so I'll see you next